Hey guys, Road Warrior back here. I was recently asked on live stream to help out, put up some just a farming tips and a little bit of a guide here for Kaniq. I'm going to start out here with showing you various marks of where I fish, various species, that sort of thing, and then I'll kind of go through a little bit of tactics and stuff that you might be able to use. Again, in all my little farming videos and guides that I put up, generally speaking, I want to tell you to make sure that you have a game plan. If you can, always try to have a couple levels up. I know it's hard whenever you've unlocked Lake recently, but this one's definitely a prime example, and I'll show you in upcoming clips as I go through all these. But make sure that you're leveled up enough to get you a good sized net and a gear that's appropriately masked for what you're target for. If you're not, then go for the medium species. And now that's why I'm going to show you a little bit of both, of going for the big species, the small species. A keynote there on that is the middle spot up there. If you catch a unique there, you can't catch it from the top or the bottom. So most people, I would say, they're going to fish from that top spot for the Chinook, that sort of thing. Again, me just kind of showing you just different options down here that you might have just from doing various competitions, that sort of thing. And the upcoming clip, I'll show you the gear used, and we'll go from there. Okay, moving on to gear and setup. I'm trying to match up everything perfectly, net, that sort of thing, at level 38 or under. Keynote on this is I'm trying to again use the gear that would be what you would have unlocked. So hopefully you have bigger gear than this. This is actually just a deluxe version of the Loki 810 with the Aspira double punch. This is just basically a 26-pound setup with a 28-pound fluoro leader over the top, just to try to help the bite rate, just with the jig head and a glow shed. Again, trying to use everything that's available in this video, as well as the net. And that'll be a keynote coming up here on like all my little guides and tip videos for farming lakes. Again, guys, look at the difference here. Level 40, you can actually keep your unique Chinook. Level 36, you cannot. So that's what I'm using in the upcoming clip. Just kind of prove the point. Make sure you're prepared. Okay, kind of just moving on here to the first spot. Again, I'm using the Loki 810. This is just a skinned version or deluxe version of the Loki 810. Kind of my thoughts are, again, if you could level up a little higher and make sure to try to get the Zeus 810, your bigger net, that sort of thing. In the upcoming clips, it's just me showing you different places to farm, different techniques. If you happen to have, these little medium spoons, I'm trying to use generic lures for the most part for anybody that's here that doesn't have any of the other stuff. But again, there's a lot better lures and stuff that you could use. The Roach spoon, Liberty medium spoon if you happen to have that. Any of the X series spoons, X series bullet spinners. If you picked up any of those, obviously that'd help. Now another one, good lure here is the topper. This is the 2.0 because it's only available, I want to say level 36. You can't get the level or the 4.0s. I think I want to say till level 40. Again, just look around. Always be looking around in the shop, guys. See what's available, what works well. Do your research, before you just go to a lake blind. Unless you're the guy that just wants to show up and just try to figure things out, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I did get asked to put up a guide and that sort of thing on how to farm here. Also, I would say, now this is not to defend anybody. I know everybody's kind of just different on what they like to fish for. For me in particular, I think Alaska has a beautiful map. However, it just seemed to me there'd be a lot better options to farm. It seemed to be quicker getting the sturgeon and even the pike and stuff there at St. Croix or Cali for sturgeon and carp, that sort of thing. So other than coming here and just having fun, I didn't really, level up a lot here or make a ton of money. So it's kind of a keynote there. But if you're wanting to learn this lake, kind of stick around here on the video. I'm just showing you various tactics to catch fish, that sort of thing. And I'll go over a few things here as we go along. Also, what you might find here, like most I think do, these smaller varieties you can go through with shiners, shrimp, spawn sack, 3.0, 4.0, that sort of thing, and do okay for on the smaller varieties, even sometimes the chum, the sockeye, the Dolly Varden, the bull, that sort of thing. But for me, I found the better luck just kind of farming with the lure. You might find the same thing. Again, that's a big key thing. If you're not prepared and you don't have at least a salmon monster or the Zeus 8'10" with the Kraken. The Kraken, I think, opens up at level 45. The Spod, Griffin Spod reels open up a little later even, I think. So again, if you're trying to come here right at level that 36 to 38 range, or the level 38, you're going to be kind of behind the 8 ball, so to speak. So always take a look. Again, I can't emphasize that enough. Make sure you're looking around the shop. And that's just a generic spoon there. Again, you'll notice you won't do as well on the bait for whatever reason, especially on the Kaniq. The smaller varieties you might do okay. Also, talking peaks here, I usually have better luck here on sunny peaks and sunny nights. You might find the same. Not saying don't fish the cloudy days, but you'll notice, especially for the Kaniq and the other varieties here, or species, I usually had better luck with the sunny nights, sunny evening, that sort of thing. In other words, clear nights, excuse me, sunny nights is not a thing, but clear nights, if you got cloud cover, partly cloudy is not too bad, but you get those cloudy days here, you'll find that it can be really slow. You'll have little spurts or peaks where you'll actually catch a few, but if you're looking to maximize your time, try to focus on the moonlight nights or the clear nights or the sunny days. And this kind of an upcoming clip, I'm going to show you here that the Loki 810 is actually capable, even though it's a 26-pound setup. You can catch a unique Kaniq with it. I don't recommend you farm this way, but in the event you're stuck with it, I just wanted to prove that it is possible to catch this thing. Now, this is, again, I don't have the net big enough. Again, I want to prove that point. Make sure that you're prepared. My net there, you can see, is a max fish of 55 pounds. So knowing that the odds are, unless you just really get lowballed, you're not even going to be able to keep this fish. And looking at that time stamp, I want to say I hooked it around 8:16 p.m. here. Moving forward here, I'm just going to kind of show you various spots through this. Ended up being one heck of a fight, but I did want to prove again, not to keep repeating myself, but this is one heck of a fight on 26-pound line. So in the event that you're stuck with this, you can make this work, and if you enjoy a long fight and you don't mind doing it now, you might even put a little more line. I think the most I got out to was, I think it got me out to 300 and some feet at one point, but I did know that I was in control. Now, if you get a 75-plus pounder, they're rare as hen's teeth anymore, it seems like, especially in the competitions, as you guys will find. But nonetheless, put plenty of line on it, but I just wanted to prove that you can go around and farm with this thing. Just going along here, see that thing's over 300 foot. This is me just kind of going through each fight. Paying attention to that time stamp there. Again, this is towards the end. That was it started at 8:17 game time, now approaching 8:52. So that's quite a long fight. I want to say 8 minutes or so plus. But nonetheless, I was able to get this thing in, and sure enough, look, impossible to keep it. 60-pound fish and a 55-pound net. So do make sure that you're prepared when you come here. If not, farm the smaller varieties. It's nothing more annoying if you catch the fish. Even though you can keep the XP, you got to throw the cash away because you wasn't prepared again. Numerous videos I've showed that, but in the event you haven't watched any previous videos, make sure they're doing this. Now I'm just kind of moving down here to the bottom spot, just kind of showing you again. As I sit there with my rods just waiting for bites, again, I'm just going to hook up on a nice fish. Again, here just with the glow shad. If you didn't have the X Series jig head ½ ounce, you can just do the ½ ounce 4.0. The reason I'm using the ½ ounce versus a heavier one, just the reel speed on this is not ideal, so you're going to have to use a lighter jig head so you're not on the bottom. This is me just moving up to the top spot, farming some sockeye, few Kaniq. I just kind of want to show you various areas. Now again, I'm downsized hooks and I'm just trying to pull in fish. But again, as I rapid fire through these things, just kind of keep in mind, again, make sure that you're set up, prepared. If anything, this is going to help you out with marks, peaks, that sort of thing. And then from there, just draw your own conclusions on what you want to do. Again, as I just go through here, time and time again. Now, also, I was not able to keep the one unique there. The Kaniq, which would have been the most money. But as I review the net here, there's so many better options, in my opinion, to farm. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully it helps you out some way, somehow. Take care.